This video is about how to use YouTube to create playlists of videos that you can then share with others. So to start with, I just went to youtube.com. I then logged in with my school email and my password that I usually use on my computer. And then you'll get all sorts of interesting things pop up here, but don't worry about those. We're going to go straight over to Library and click on Library so that we can begin creating our playlists. So here you can see I've already created a few playlists. I have one called Student Voice, and then I can continue to add videos to that playlist. So if you think of these like folders, you're able to add to these folders at any time, and they can be videos that you've created or videos that you've found that you want to hold on to. So if I want to make a new playlist, I'm just going to click on New Playlist. And let's look for elephants. And I'm going to make this public. I want students to be able to find this resource and to be able to use that for research. So when I begin, there are no videos. I'm going to click on Add Video. And if I created something, I could search my own videos here. If there's a video that I found that I want to add, I can, if I have the URL, I can just paste it here. But I'm going to go ahead and start searching for videos. So I'm going to type in elephants. And there are a lot of videos about elephants on the internet, and I just want to kind of be thoughtful about what it is that I'm sharing with students. So clumsy baby elephant sounds interesting, but it doesn't sound like it's good for the research that they're doing. So I'm going to keep going. This one sounds interesting. Elephants, documentary, kids. So we can click on it and preview it right here. I can see it's a 13-minute long video. I can make it larger if I'd like. Maybe that doesn't work in the preview window, I guess. We can kind of click ahead and see if it's one where elephants are getting eaten. That might be something you want to think about. I see lions in there. So you can preview the video. If you want to add it, simply click Add Video. And there it is. And I can add more videos. So maybe I want to put elephants, documentary, kids. So I can do some keywords. Most amazing animals. It's 45 minutes long though. So let's see. That might be something I want to add. We'll go ahead and add it right now. So that's one way you can add videos. And there are some options here. So I can click on playlist settings. And yes, I do want this public. Do you want it to be, right, you have some different options for how it's ordered. We'll just leave it on manual. And auto add, I've never used this feature, but collaborate, I think this one would be a good one. So I can say, yes, I want to collaborate, and I can invite other people here. That way they can also add videos to this playlist. So it's like a shared folder that you're both able to add information to. So that might be good for PLCs or grade level groups. And I can get the link, copy that in an email, and then share it. So another way I could add videos would be here. So let's go to elephants. And so we're going to find those same ones, but now I can click on elephant documentary. Let's see if this one's any good.
It's very
so you can skim ahead.
Got my first
you also have some options. If you're previewing things, you might want to watch them at double speed.
What I saw was a complete contrast to the way I'd previously seen elephants against the lush green of the savannah.
Get a good view. And here you can also add to a playlist, and you can add to multiple playlists. So maybe I want it under elephants, but maybe I also want it under Student Voice. So I have some different options there. So that's another way I could add to my playlists. And let's go back to, so if I click these three lines, I can go back. I see my library, but I can actually go straight to elephants right here. I see my playlist is listed. And here I have some options. So if I did want to delete it, I could. Really, that's the only thing I've done there. And then I could hit play all, and it'll start from the beginning and just play it all the way through. And share. So now we've talked about how you can collaborate with somebody else. This is a link. If I just want to share it, this would just be a link to take people to go see my playlist. So I could send that out as an email or through Skyward. If I was working with students, that would be a really long email or a link to type. But I could copy it, and I could go to a website like goo.gl, and I could get a short link, or I could also get a QR code, so kids, if they have iPads, they could just scan the code and it would take them to the playlist. So those are some other options. You could have different codes around the room for different animals. If you have a website, you can click on embed, and then there's this really long URL, well, not URL, but iframe code, and I can take this code, copy and paste it into my blog, and then the videos will show up right in your website. It doesn't take them somewhere else, they watch it right in your website. And then there's the option to email as well. So those are a few options. I think if you have students with iPads, QR codes are definitely the way to go. And to do that, you would want to go to a website like I mentioned, goo.gl. I don't know if I copied that code. Let's see if I did. So if that's the link I want to take kids, I can click shorten. And there's a short URL. They don't even need the HTTPS. They can just start with the goo.gl/ this is case sensitive. But I can also, right underneath, click on details. And here's a QR code. And I can save it. I can copy the image. I can paste that right into a Word document and print it. And now I can just hang that. I might want to write elephants over so I remember which QR code which playlist that QR code goes to. But that's another way you can get kids to that content. So I hope that helps.